A very good evening, everyone. So today we will
Good evening.
continue with our fourth discussion. So we will start with introducing ourselves. Mus, you can go first.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Mustaqim bin Wadi. My metric number is 205716.
All right. Next is me. I'm Kirtiga Selraju. My matrix number is 206553. Next.
Next is me. My name is Noor Ain Maisara binti Azhar. My metric number is 205814.
My name is Saw Hui Ling, and my matrix number is 205769.
My name is Wanur Adila binti Wan Kaswadinata. My matrix number is 207172.
My name is Nakiba binti Zaina Arif. My matrix number is 207547. Thank you.
All right. That's about us. So next, now we can continue with our discussion. Group 1 about your second poem about education. So Mus, I think you can share your screen now.
So I will share my screen now. Okay. So you all can see, right?
Yes, it's all clear.
Okay, it's all clear. Okay, nice. For today, our topic for the second poem is about education, and then we have give the title is Education Don't Fail Me. Okay, and then this poem has 6 stanza made by 3 of us, made by Mr. Kim, Sarah, and Wan Adila. Actually, I'm very surprised with this slide. Okay, so
Yes, it looks very interesting.
yeah, very interesting actually. Okay, so we move to the first slide, which is made by me, Mr. Kim. So let me start. I don't care if you have to cram, you must score in this exam. There he goes, slowly being bowed, as that isn't what he is born for. Among the students in the exam, there is an artist where math is useless in art. There is an athlete who doesn't need chemistry. There is a musician where learning physics won't help. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. System or student, who is the one are stupid? Okay, next is Sarah.
Hi, so I will continue the poem. I know, sorry is never enough. Not when I didn't get that straight A's. Everyone just wanted me to be tough. And Mama said there are bills that we need to pay. I go to school from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Went to extra classes just for you. I'm a slave to you and them. But still, I know I am not enough for you. My mental health is deteriorating. All you care about is how we should pass this and that. Information is supposed to be liberating, but you didn't care about all that.
Yeah, Adila.
Ask this to Adila.
Okay. Education has a value. The progressive discovery of our true self, a torch of academic resilience, and backbone of inner resilience. To be educated means not to hold various degrees, but it's the process of learning and understanding. The key to unlock the door of freedom and adventures. Do we get something from it? A fundamental foundation, a line between right or wrong, that will lead to contributions.
So that's all from us.
Wow, that's a
from
great
the
poem.
good one. Yeah,
Yes,
it is very
it's a good
great
one.
poem.
Yep.
It is very, very deep meaning actually.
Yes,
Yeah, I
exactly.
think it's very close to us as we ourselves are student as well. Like
Yeah.
this is our inner thoughts of education itself.
It
What do you
talks,
think,
Yeah,
Yurin?
yeah, true. It talks about what we go through.
Nakiba, you asking me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my line is a bit unstable. In my opinion, I think for Mustaqim's part, I like the sentence. I find this wait, which one? But
This one.
but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. I like this sentence very much because I think a person have their own weaknesses and also strength, and sometimes we are forced to do something that we don't like. For example, for myself, I don't like maths, but yes, I have to struggle because maths is really important, and for sure we
Yeah.
must score well in exam.
Yeah.
So yeah, no choice but like that. And then for Sarah's part, I think it's very relatable because my family members will also give me pressure, telling that I must get good grades, get straight A's. So yeah, I think it's very relatable. And for Adila's part, I think it's good because it's some of like conclude the poem and also telling the readers the importance of education. So I really think this is a good poem, and uh, I think it's very relatable, especially for us
Yes.
students. Yeah, that's all.
Yes,
So
it's true
mm,
that we can relate to it much because it's talking since about our schooling life, about education. It's very much relatable to it.
So yes, we get all of you have read our poem. So like, do you have any other questions that you want to ask us? You know, one or two things that you guys want to know, or perhaps want to learn about, the literary devices in these poems, or perhaps the meanings. You can just shoot us questions.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Really?
Sure.
What is the message or implicit meaning of this poem?
So the implicit meaning of this poem is intelligence in academic does not mean everything, you know. Does not mean everything because of why? Because every person is has their own strength, just like you said, really. Every person has their own strength. Maybe there's a student in the exam, there's an athlete, maybe there's an artist in the exam, maybe there's a musician in the exam. So learning that those subjects that won't help them will make them worse, you know. Like for example, my friend is the she very like in art actually. She like in art, in drawing and something like that. But then because of her family to push her to study math, study chemistry and physics. So she end up in a course that she doesn't like. So I think this poem want to tell us is that intelligence in academic is not everything. In fact, we have to be learn how to know our own strength. Mhm. And then my second point is everyone has their own strength, you know. Doesn't mean if you are the smart guy in the class doesn't mean you are the best in the world. No, doesn't mean that you are the smart guy you can contribute the lot to the country. No, actually we can contribute a lot to our country, like to our family. Like we can show off our talent, we can show off our skill and something like that. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay. Next, I'm gonna ask question. So the three of you made this. It's one poem, right? One compiled poem.
Yeah.
So what is the mood of the poems, and is it different for each? They're delivered differently from each point of view, and how does it supposed to make the readers feel when reading it?
Right. I think I want to answer that question. So Nakiba, you asked, what is the mood for all of three parts of these poems, right?
Yes.
So Can you please like open the slides back because I have to explain
Okay, sure,
it.
sure.
Sorry, Mus.
That's okay.
So like I can make a clear explanations
Yeah.
about it.
Sure.
Okay, so I think for our poems, it is like actually perfectly compiled because we can deliver one message, which is the issues in educations. And even though there is an issue, but we still need to achieve that, achieve the greatness in education because we all know that education is very important. So I think the mood in this poem is that in a point of view from a student because we are the one who writes it, who wrote it. We are mad and confused, so makes the poems also mad and confused, especially in my part because living in an Asian parents household, that's the Asian stigma of being a
Yeah.
good student, all the straight as A's and all. Sometimes when we are a kid, as early as 2 years old, we have to take up a lot of classes, piano classes when we grow up, sport classes when you like joining the soccer club, um, taking all these extra classes, Kumon and stuff. I feel like it's a burden for us because if we are comparing between our culture and the Western culture, they don't really push us to all this kind of field in education, arts, um, math, science. So I think what we are trying to deliver in this film is that we are mad and confused of the education system itself because it has failed us so much, making our mental health deteriorating and all. So the other question is that you asked what we want the reader to feel, right? So I feel like the reader should feel concerned about us, especially when we already have addressed all the issues. Like sometimes in my line, a mama said there are bills that we need to pay. There's also a poverty issue in that, which is like sometimes people have to choose between studying and working, or working not studying because they cannot afford it. So what I want to like make people realize that we have to be concerned about it, take action, improve our education system, help those who is unfortunate, and yeah, technically grow as a better person because we are the younger generation. We are the one that are replacing the current generations in the future. So yeah, I think that's all from me.
Thank you for answering me. Okay, I have a question. Who is going to answer me first?
I think Adila, I
Love
think.
Good.
this.
I could
This is
answer
like
question.
very
Okay, I think
obvious.
you're going to answer, is it? Okay. So, from your point of view, how do you think this poem can make students realize that education is important?
Okay. Everyone has their own different intelligence, right? So I think there's a lot of importance from education. So some of it is provide stability. Education can provide financial security, especially in today's society. A good education tends to lead to a high-paying job, as well as provide you with the skill need together. So, it can also increase our chance for a better opportunities and open up new doors for ourselves. And next, we can also protect us from being taken advantage. As you can see nowadays, there's a lot of
There
scams,
is.
right?
And
So people can scam you everywhere. But if you have education and ability to think what is right and wrong, you can ignore it. And yeah, next we can have self confidence for this education because with knowledge, you can express your opinions and speak for your mind. It can also make your dreams come true. Education is a powerful weapon. you can possibly have. So we can start from the root to the tip. Nowadays, before we can change the education system, there should have been adequate studies done. So education is actually very important. Oh yeah, before that, education is important as evident when it comes to being self-dependent. If we are educated, then it's allowing us to rely on no one else other than ourselves. So it can allow you to make your own choices. I think that's from me.
Yes,
Um,
thank you very much, Adila, for answering my question. I think
Yeah.
it's very
Very good.
well answered,
Very well
and
answered.
yeah.
yes,
Very well answered.
I
it
would
Yeah.
like
totally
to I would like to add
continue.
something regarding this poems, because as a students, college students especially, at this age of our hormones are raging, and we still give to this adulthood. So coping with academic pressure is so stressful, that we have to separate from our families, and also sometimes cope with peer pressure and also financial problems. So the best we can do as students itself, like we're not a counselor or their families, or if we encounter
Therapist.
our friends having social anxiety or depression or suicidal thoughts, the best we can do is giving advice to them, or the least we can do is listen to them, because sometimes all they need is to be listened to be understood to. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, that is much
Um,
true
Yeah.
about
it's
mental
much
health
very
when it comes to studies.
better. Yeah, because as you can see, school with mental problem related a lot,
Yeah,
related a lot actually. Related
Yeah,
a lot.
and there has been like increasing cases of students with
suicidal. Yeah,
depressions. But it's very
Mm-hmm.
like it's actually very true and legit that the education system is failing us in some way.
yes, yes.
So yeah, I think what
Then
Akiba said is very true.
yeah, I very
Yeah,
strongly agree
especially
with
during this
Endemic.
online
COVID-19
class.
outbreak,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
True.
we have a hard time dealing with the new norms of learning. So
Online, yes.
I've encountered, yeah, many of my friends like venting to me, expressing their feelings of stress out with all these works and assignments, and also cannot
Yes.
concentrate while learning.
So I think the thing about being an online student is that we have to,
More
you
time.
know, be balanced in becoming a good student, a smart student, a good daughter, a good sibling. I feel like it's if we are at college at the moment, we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But we are at home, we have to listen to like families, in order to be the obedient child. And if we don't, we'll feel guilty about it. So we are technically in between.
Yes,
So technically we
exactly.
are in
We are
dilemma.
all rounded now. We have to be all rounded.
Like we
Yeah.
are in dilemma right now, you know.
So
And
is
then
there anything anyone else wanna add?
Would like
I learned something new. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
would
yes,
like
Nakima.
to ask Adila question about her part. Um
Yeah.
can you give me the meanings
From the line of fundamental foundation, a line between right or wrong, because I'm not sure if there's a like behind meaning of it, or it's just a straight meaning.
Oh, okay. So, based on my part, a fundamental foundation, you can think as something that can can differentiate between right and wrong. So, um, if you know what is right and wrong, you can success in your life without someone will take advantage to you. So education can build up a root for your mind, and it will lead to your own contribution. So this thing is, uh, you can think as something like can something that can help you in the future, like foundation, something like you can
Foundation.
hold
Yeah.
it as your
Foundation.
own foundation for your own life.
The base. Yeah.
Your
Foundation
own
is
base.
Yes.
foundation is
Yeah.
basically a philosophy of life lah. It's like
Uh,
you have education, you can make up your own philosophy of life.
uh,
So I think okay.
okay.
Okay, Adila, continue.
Okay, from this foundation, you can contribute something back to your society.
Yeah.
So it can become useful to others.
I think
Okay.
I think we have already like explained enough about this poem, and we also like
Yeah.
running out of time.
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
We don't want to delay this video any longer. I
Yeah.
think yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys okay
Okay.
with us ending this?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Conclusion
I think
is a
like
good
we've
poem.
discussed.
conclusion. Okay.
Conclusion is it's a good poem, and it is making us to learn something from it. And conclusion is that no matter what, education is important.
Yeah, it's very
Yes.
short one. Very straightforward. All right.
And then last, the credit for the slide is for Asawa. The slide is made by Asawa. Remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all for me.
Okay.
That's all for me.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you everyone. See you all in the next discussion. Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.
Bye.